What's up, all my Ewoks, Tribbles, Droids, and Wookiees? It's Anna, also known as That Star Wars Girl. In today's video, we're going to be talking about some drama. As you guys can see here on the screen, Gina Carano is calling out Lucasfilm and Disney for their bullshit double standards. Now, let me give you guys a little bit of context on this situation. For those that didn't know, back in 2021, Gina Carano was fired by Disney and completely kicked out of Star Wars. Even though they had an entire TV show planned around her, they decided that she was too dangerous. She was too much of a threat. You want to know why? Because people were harassing her on Twitter, trying to force her to put pronouns in bio. And because Gina has a great sense of humor, she put in beep bop boop, which you would think all of these weirdos that think the word bug and blanket are pronouns, they would have gone along with it. They would have been like, oh, that's cool, she's using Star Wars pronouns, that's clever. But no, they lost their damn minds and they harassed her further, and they were tagging Disney day after day trying to get her fired. Until one day they finally got the right ammunition that they needed, which was Gina shared this post on her Instagram. Now, I'm going to read it to you just in case if you're one of the people that aren't looking at the screen and are just listening, but I am going to censor some words for the YouTube overlord so they don't strike me down. So it says, blank people were beaten in the streets, not by blanks soldiers, but by their neighbors, even by their children. And then it's a quote, because history is edited, most people today don't realize that to get to the point where blank soldiers could easily round up thousands of blank, certain type of religion people, the government first made their own neighbors hate them simply for being that religion. How is any of that different from hating someone for their political views? Now, this isn't a political channel. I'm not, saying you're right or wrong for whatever your political opinion is. I honestly don't care. That's your personal business, not mine, and I don't typically talk about politics on this channel. That being said, I believe every single person has a right to their political opinions and to say, to express themselves on that, as long as they're not condoning or, promoting bad things, which she wasn't. She's allowed to speak her mind. She's allowed to share whatever post that she wants, and nothing in her post was promoting anything bad. Now, of course, the weirdos on Twitter saw that as ammunition because they don't have the intelligence of critical thinking, and they attacked her for it, and they said that she was promoting bad things, and because of that, she got fired. Now, lo and behold, the Auschwitz Memorial, for those that don't know what Auschwitz is, I don't know what rock you're living under unless you're a small child, and if you're a kid, don't be watching my channel, because I say the F word and other bad words on this channel because I can't contain myself. I'm sorry. I curse like a sailor. But so the Auschwitz Memorial posted this. When we look at Auschwitz, we see the end of the process. It's important to remember that the Holocaust actually did not start from gas chambers. This hatred gradually developed from words, stereotypes, and prejudice through legal exclusion, dehumanization, and escalating violence. Now, the Auschwitz Memorial is allowed to say something like this, right? They're allowed to post something like that. But Gina Carano isn't allowed to point out things that, happened in history. Things that are actually in history books. She's not allowed to share posts about that. She gets fired for that. But we got this, and that's okay. So we're already seeing the double standard because it's people that hate her, that have an agenda, that want to cancel her, which they did. Now this brings us to today's tweets. So Gina Carano commented on the situation that is currently going on right now, in case you live under a rock, which I usually am, so I'm not judging you on that. But there was a attempt on a former president's life a few days ago. And during that attempt, somebody else, and I believe at this point it's one person, but I believe two other people were critically injured and in the hospital. I'm not sure at this point, as I'm filming this video, if they have survived or not. But that's serious. One person is passed on, and two other people are in the hospital, and a former president was shot. Now, you do not have to like that former president. I mean, you can love him, you can hate him. That doesn't matter. The fact is, trying to do that to someone is wrong. Killing someone is wrong. Murdering and attempted murder is fundamentally wrong. You don't have to like those people to have the common sense to know that that is wrong, okay? Now, some people are out there praising that. Now, here is a video that got posted today that is now going viral.
Happy birthday to you. Make a wish, Canada. Don't miss Trump next time. Thank you.
Now, again, I don't talk about politics on this channel, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you love the former president or hate the former president. Attempted murder is wrong. Condoning someone trying to kill another person is wrong. It's absolutely insane. There's other ways to handle situations, and if you don't like the person, that's fine. But going out and saying, oh, you should have done this thing to this person, you should have offed that person, I'm sorry, but that's terrible. Why on earth would anyone promote that kind of stuff? And that is exactly what Gina is pointing out here, because there is a huge double standard. Gina never even said anything remotely close to promoting the offing of a human being, and she lost her job. Jack Black, I believe it was just a cameo episode, but it's still wrong. So let me read you what Gina said. Would Lucasfilm or Disney like to comment on one of their actors on The Mandalorian promoting and at the very least not backing down and claiming the actual abhorrent rhetoric on stage about joking about assassination attempt failing to kill the former president? Or is calling for peace between neighbors like I did the only values you Disney film, Lucasfilm find abhorrent? And like making dangerous statements towards your female cast members to broadcast out to Hollywood and the press world. Not this one though, right? Or last week's Mark Ruffalo comment, or all the ones we have well documented before, and then a little frowny face. I even commented here, Gina did nothing wrong. All she is guilty of is expressing her opinions. Not once did she condone violence, least of all murder or attempted murder. I adore Jack Black, but that was fucked up. Disney, your double standards are complete BS. You owe Gina a serious apology. And they do. And this isn't the first time that this has happened. There have been so many people that are currently employed for Disney that have said terrible things, far worse than anything Gina said. And I don't think Gina said anything wrong. But they all still have jobs, whereas Gina was canceled, fired, and completely exiled from Hollywood. Look, here is a tweet that Pedro Pascal tweeted comparing Germany and a concentration camp to America. Yet he still has his job. He still has his TV show. Gina posts nothing close to that, and Gina is fired and canceled and ridiculed from Hollywood and by Disney and by weirdos on Twitter, where he's praised. He even posted someone, I don't care what your politics are. I don't care if you like these people or don't like these people, but Pedro Pascal posted someone's cell phone number on Twitter. Like, what the absolute hell? Calling for people to go and harass this person just because he doesn't like that person's politics. And if you're one of the losers that went out and did it, you just really need to go get a life. Because, like, seriously, that's so lame. Moral of the story is this is complete and utter BS. Gina Carano did nothing wrong. The fact that she got fired was just Disney trying to get her out at all costs because they didn't like the fact that somebody very prominent, somebody that they had an entire TV show planned out for, someone that also was very well liked, people loved her character. You can see just how many fans show up for her still, and they didn't like her because guess what? She's a smart, independent, straight woman that can think for herself and doesn't follow their narrative. So they needed her gone and they used any excuse under the book. Yet people like Jack Black, people like Pedro Pascal can go around doing whatever the hell they want and they still have a job and they're not canceled. But Gina, you're wrong. How dare you? Gina, you have wrong think. We need to get rid of you. So yeah, Disney has no problem persecuting a woman simply because they don't like her for having a head on her shoulders. But everyone else, nah, you're fine because you guys fall in line, whereas Gina doesn't. Gina is a true rebel, and I stand with Gina Carano. Hashtag Gina did nothing wrong. But anyways, guys, that's the entire situation. I just wanted to fill you all in. Let me know what you think about all of this down below in the comments. Everything I showed here on screen will be linked below in the description if you guys want to go see it for yourself. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video, please smash the like button. If you didn't, that's okay. Thank you so much for watching this far through. And if you haven't yet, maybe smash that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. Make sure that that bell is set to all. That way you actually get notifications when I post videos and when I do live streams. And with that being said, guys, I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, wherever you are in the world. And may the force be with you, because we are really, really, really going to need it. Bye, everyone.